Tonight, Duluth announces 18 new miles of street repairs. Find out if your road made the cut.
And on the 18-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, Duluth firefighters are remembering those who lost their lives.
But first, necessary and justified. That's what the St. Louis County Attorney is saying as he announces no charges will be filed in a fatal officer-involved shooting.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. No charges will be filed against the deputies who fatally shot and ran over a man in Hermantown. It happened May 4th off Stebner Road and Highway 53. Today, St. Louis County Attorney Mark Rubin said the deputies' actions were, quote, necessary, justified, and authorized by law.
CBS 3's Jenna Wells joins us now to break down his decision. Jenna, what did you learn?
Yeah, Kristen and Tony, according to Rubin's report, the decision hinged on the fact that the man who died refused deputies' orders to drop a handgun and put the deputies' lives at risk. Today, we're getting our first look at those moments via squad car video. We do want to warn you, though, that what you're about to see might be considered graphic.
He's running across the skyline parkway.
This is what happened right after Timothy Myshak led authorities on a high-speed chase on his motorcycle. You can see the 37-year-old hold a gun to his head and then exchange gunfire with St. Louis County Deputy Cooley. Myshak hobbles away, and moments later, Rubin's report indicates Myshak raised his weapon again. Then Deputy Troy Freilich hits Myshak with his patrol car. Myshak died on the scene from several gunshot wounds. And because of Deputy Freilich's relation to a member of the St. Louis County Attorney's staff, Rubin called on former St. Louis County Attorney and the Cook County Attorney to review the case. According to all three of the attorney's reports, the deputies' actions were justified. The deputies were put on leave and have since returned to the Sheriff's Department.
Now, Jenna, we reported in the past this was not Myshak's first run-in with the law. Have we learned any more about that?
That's right. He had 14 previous convictions in Minnesota and 2 in Wisconsin. Those charges ranging from DWIs to speeding. He was also wearing a bulletproof vest and trauma plate at the time of his death.
All right, Jenna Wells in the newsroom for us tonight. Thanks, Jenna.
An update to a story we reported earlier today. Cloquet police say 3 girls who were missing have been found safe. Authorities say the 17-year-old, 3-year-old, and 18-month-old were reported missing Wednesday morning. They were found this afternoon at a home on the Fond du Lac Reservation. No word on the circumstances surrounding the situation.
Investigators are still piecing together exactly what caused Monday's Adas Israel Synagogue fire. There were no updates in the case today. The fire broke out in the early morning hours Monday, destroying the building. Authorities say they quadrupled the number of officers investigating this case. We'll update you with any new developments.
We're going to switch gears and go to the weather now with Dave Anderson. Dave, it was a chilly and windy and gloomy day out there today.
And a little bit showery as well, but not as rainy as it could have been because we're in between 2 of the long line of low pressure systems that have kept us on the gloomy side for much of the week. So clouds thick right now, yep, and as the night goes on, still a few sprinkles possible, but heavier rain could kick up tomorrow, especially in the afternoon from that low off towards the west. So our short-term forecast says the day planner for Thursday will kick off with an overcast sky and a 30% chance for rain, 48 degrees at the temp. By noon, still overcast, 90% chance of rain, 90% chance at 3 o'clock, high temp 56. That's cooler than normal. Things will finally break after Friday, though, and we'll go warmer than normal and sunnier than normal, too. But the weight may get on our nerves a little bit. We'll show you the whole 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Dave. Road repair could be coming to a street near you next May.
Today, Duluth Mayor Emily Larson unveiled a proposed list of projects that would fix nearly 19 miles of city streets next year. Some of the biggest projects include a mile of Vermilion Road, a quarter mile of Medina Street and 57th Avenue West in the Spirit Valley neighborhood, and more than 2 miles of work on Norton Road. CBS 3's John Cardinelli joins us now from one of those streets live. John, a lot of neighbors there probably very happy to hear their road made the cut.
Yes, they're definitely very happy, Tony, and I'm here at what's arguably one of the worst streets in Duluth, Ideal Street, and you can take a look over my shoulder here. It's not all that ideal, but soon the road here could be much more smooth. It's just one of dozens of projects Mayor Larson included in her budget proposal. In that proposal, 18.6 miles of road would be fixed next year. That's an increase from the 2.5 miles the city fixed last year. Repairing the nearly 19 miles of road will cost around $10 million. $7.5 million of that money would come through the 0.5% sales tax voters approved in 2018, which will be implemented next month. The repair work will include overlaying, chip sealing, and reclaiming. Those working on the project say that roads for construction were chosen carefully.
The majority of our utility money is being spent on Superior Street right now and other projects. So we deliberately chose streets that didn't have a lot of utility work or a history of breaks.
You can find a list of those streets that will be repaired on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Now, it is important to remember that this is just a proposal. It still does need to be passed by Duluth City Council. And tonight at 10, we're going to hear from more city officials as well as people that this project is going to affect.
Okay, and looking forward to that, John. And before the council weighs in on this, is there a way for people to hear from city leaders about work proposed for their streets?
Tony, there actually is. In the next couple of months, there's going to be a series of meetings in which people can attend and ask questions about this project, and we have a link to those meeting dates on our website, CBS3Duluth.com.
All right, John Cardinelli in the Duluth Heights neighborhood for us tonight. Thanks, John.
A well-traveled bridge in West Duluth will be closed to traffic tomorrow. Authorities say the Oliver Bridge will shut down for railroad work. The bridge goes over the St. Louis River at the junction of Highway 39 and Wisconsin Highway 105 in Duluth. According to CN Railway officials, the bridge will close at 8:30 tomorrow morning. It should reopen by 4:30 tomorrow afternoon.
A utility truck rolled over near Barnes, Wisconsin Tuesday. According to the Bayfield County Sheriff, a Harvey Tree Service truck was driving with the boom extended in the air by mistake. The boom struck a power line, which caused the vehicle to overturn on a bridge. The driver and passenger were able to get out of the vehicle with only minor injuries. The Bayfield County Sheriff's Office is investigating, but they do say alcohol and drugs do not appear to be a factor.
Across the country today, Americans are marking the anniversary of the September 11th attacks. It was the worst foreign attack on U.S. soil and left nearly 3,000 people dead. 18 years later, the nation has stayed true to the pledge to never forget. And here at home, step after step, Duluth firefighters climbed 110 stories this morning to honor those who died on September 11th, 2001.
CBS 3's Leanne Valdez has more on their mission for a good cause.
It all began with a moment of silence at 8:46 a.m. The same time, Flight 11 hit the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York 18 years ago today. An event that is seen around the U.S. made its way to Duluth for the very first time. Supporters gathered at the downtown Duluth YMCA to watch 11 members of the Duluth Fire Department climb 110 stories on a stair climber, all in full response gear, just as the 343 New York firefighters did on 9/11. One firefighter said even though they were not at ground zero 18 years ago, it's a great way for them to take some time and reflect on what their fallen brothers and sisters had to go through.
This is our way to commemorate what they sacrificed. It's a personal event to us as firefighters, but also that was an event that really changed our nation.
Proceeds from this event will directly go to the IAFF Fallen Firefighters Memorial Fund. And that money will help provide a service in Colorado Springs on behalf of the Fallen Firefighter Memorial. It will also help those who have lost their lives since 9/11. If you'd like to donate, we've provided a link on our website at CBS3Duluth.com.
All right, thanks, Leanne. The National Cancer Institute renewed its multi-million-dollar cancer research grant for Essentia Health. The $5.6 million grant is Essentia's primary funding source for cancer research and patient care. The hospital says it allows them to provide patients with cutting-edge care close to home.
A controversial bill in Minnesota received a hearing at the state capitol today. Many testified in front of the Minnesota House of Representatives about medically assisted suicide as lawmakers consider a bill which would provide an end-of-life option for terminally ill adults. 2 women who testified have been diagnosed with terminal diseases. One is facing the quick progression of ALS. The other is Marianne Turnbull, who has ovarian cancer. She says she wants to live as long as she can, but when she dies, she does not want to suffer in a hospital.
But when the time comes, I want a good death. I want to die at home. I want to be surrounded by people who love me. I want everybody to be in ritual and in prayer, holding hands with candles lit around me. I don't want to be in a hospital.
The bill is patterned after an Oregon law that has been in effect for more than 20 years and has spread to 7 other states, plus the District of Columbia. It's expected to face stiff opposition here in Minnesota.
The White House is looking for ways to slow the rise in e-cigarette use by kids and adults. Today, President Trump proposed a ban on all flavored vaping products. The CDC is investigating more than 450 cases of vaping-related illnesses, along with at least 6 deaths. The proposed flavor ban is expected to take several weeks to implement. The American Vaping Association trade group compared the proposed ban to prohibition. They went on to say it would destroy thousands of legitimate businesses and lead to a black market for flavored vape products.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a virus that impacts your dogs is on the rise. We'll tell you what it is and how to avoid it coming up next.
From the 70s yesterday to just barely 60 today. A cool down has come. Only 50s tomorrow, but a warm-up will return, like MacArthur, by the weekend. We'll talk about how long it'll last coming up after our break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Spirit Mountain.
Home's Labor Day sale ends soon. Shop store-wide savings up to 30% off. Buy this dining set for just $8.99 and get a free server. Or buy this sofa, now just $3.99. And finance with no interest until 2023, plus free shipping. Hurry, Home's Labor Day sale ends Sunday.
An important message from Jacoby and Myers. For decades, many Americans working in the trades were exposed to environmental hazards without their knowledge. While the dangers of one such airborne threat, asbestos, have long been known, efforts were made to hide the risk from the public. The result? Thousands of cases of asbestos-induced mesothelioma and lung cancer. Those in the trades may have been harmed by hundreds of companies who produced asbestos-laden products. During the past 4 decades, $18 billion has been awarded to individuals with qualifying injuries. You may be entitled to financial compensation without ever going to court. Jacoby and Myers is ready to fight for you. If you or someone you know has been diagnosed with asbestos-related lung cancer or mesothelioma, call today. Call for a free confidential consultation and see how we can help.
Please call 800-831-8254. That is 800-831-8254.
Coming soon at Big Top Chautauqua in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Shanties and Shipwrecks September 6th, Old Last Night September 7th, Trampled by Turtles September 14th, and Big Top Chautauqua Fest September 21st. Visit bigtop.org for tickets and a full schedule.
Enhance your quality of life. Increase your mobility. Achieve your potential. For specialized, individualized care, call Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, providing the professional care you deserve. Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, serving people throughout northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and upper Michigan.
Am I dreaming? Or did I just have all my dental work done while I was sleeping?
Sedation Dentistry at Lake Dental. Wake up to your new smile.
Year-end patio closeouts, now at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get year-end savings on patio sets, wicker, fire tables, and more. This 4-piece wicker set now $6.97, plus free shipping. And finance with no interest until 2023. Patio closeouts, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Jill's funeral was a year ago.
You need to start dating. With everything that I have going on?
You have nothing going on.
Nothing at all.
He's like catnip to these women. A woman could just yank down his pants.
Hell yeah. My kids are in the car.
Okay, you have to tell me that.
They're always with me. Oh, crap, where's Noah?
You know what I'm thinking? We drive them straight to Vegas.
You just want to go to Vegas.
I think Tracy is really into me. You go back to her place. Why are you yelling at me?
The Unicorn premieres CBS September 26th.
CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by Home Furniture. Now,
the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, we are caught in between low pressure systems, and that's kicking up the winds. And like the past couple of days here, that's affected Lake Superior. So if you're a boater, small craft advisory in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So it may not be a great night to get out of there on the lake. 7 to 9 foot seas are predicted. Now, if you're a swimmer and you've got that late season hankering to go to Park Point, again, tonight is not the night for doing that. National Weather Service says rip current advisory at least until 9 o'clock tonight. With the gray sky and the threat of rain and cooler than normal temperatures, it probably isn't that pleasant to get out and swim. But maybe some late season swimming could be accomplished by the weekend, as we'll change things around in just a couple of days. Let's show you, though, what's going on right now at the airport in Duluth. Well, wouldn't you know it, all the data is gone. Well, that's a little bit of a letdown. Let's move on to the current temperatures, which are cooler than normal. We'll have to investigate why that thing went blank in just a bit. 54 in Watersmeet right now, 53 Ironwood, 52 Ashland, and 54 Hayward. Normal's around 67, 68, so we're all cooler than normal in the UP and northern Wisconsin. Only 50 in Superior and only 48 in Moose Lake right now. Even Ely up north is warmer at 50, 53 in Hibbing, 55 Grand Rapids, 53 right now, International Falls, and 40s and low 50s for folks along the North Shore. This cool trend, yeah, could be with us through Friday, but once we get into Saturday, things are going to start to nudge up temperature-wise again. And by next week, there's a slight threat, perhaps by Tuesday, that some towns could cross the 80-degree threshold, at least away from the cooling influence of Lake Superior. Right now, we're seeing a few showers in some parts of eastern Wisconsin, but again, because we're in between low-pressure systems, we have more clouds than rain right now. By tomorrow morning, yeah, the rain chance returns as the western low-pressure system comes to call, and this one might be another soaker like we were saying, and it may last until Friday or so, so it looks like another 3/4 to even an inch and a half of rain could come during that period, so be ready for it to be just a little bit juicy. But once the low pressure systems go, higher pressure does finally take over by Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe even Tuesday. Sunshine comes back into the 70s, and again, even a threat of 80s in just a little while. Forecast tonight in Minnesota says that's not happening tonight. 45 to 50 for the lows. 30% chance for isolated showers. 40% chance in Wisconsin, Michigan with lows near 50 degrees. For tomorrow, rain chances 90% in Wisconsin and the UP, highs 59 to 63. In Minnesota, it's a 100% rain chance, highs 57 to about 60, a little bit cooler by the lake. And again, tomorrow into Friday morning could be, like I say, a soaker with an inch or so of rain possible. 60% chance for that follow-up on Friday, but then we break. The sky clears up. The temperatures go up. 68 Saturday, 75 on Sunday. Kristen, get to the lake. Anthony, do whatever you do.
Golf.
Golf. There's another good thing to do. I'll be riding motorcycle because it looks like 78 on Tuesday here in the Twin Ports. Wow. 80 not out of the question. Up around Hibbing or down around Hayward.
How are we ever going to make it to work on nice days like that?
Play hooky on Monday?
We might have
party
to
at Kristen's cabin.
Sleep over on Monday night and just stay here.
Thanks, Dave.
Animal hospitals are seeing an increase in the number of dogs contracting the kennel cough virus.
It's spread through saliva and in some cases can be airborne. CBS3's Emma Quinn spoke with local veterinarians about what owners need to know.
Kristen, Tony, animal hospitals in the area tell me they've seen about 10 dogs a week coming in to be treated for kennel cough over the past month. Kennel cough is an airborne virus, and it can also be spread through dogs swapping saliva. Kelly Powell from Doherty Veterinary Clinic says the cough is similar to the flu and can be treated with antibiotics and anti-inflammatory medicine.
So it's characterized by a harsh, honking cough. The dog feels great otherwise. They're usually eating and drinking and playing and fetching the ball. And then, of course, there's a history of having been boarded or having been training or been in a dog park.
Older and younger dogs with weaker immune systems are more susceptible to the virus. Any dog with a pre-existing medical condition can also catch the virus more easily. And coming up at 10, we'll share the signs and symptoms of kennel cough and how dog owners can help protect their dogs from getting sick.
Thanks, Emma. Meanwhile, the Minnesota DNR confirmed the first 2 cases in the state of a deadly insect-borne deer virus. The dead deer turned up in Stearns County. Epizootic hemorrhagic disease is spread by a biting insect called a midge. It's found in white-tailed deer. The states around Minnesota have been dealing with the virus for years, so DNR officials aren't surprised it showed up here. They say EHD is seasonal. Frost will kill the virus and the insects that spread it. EHD only affects deer, but DNR officials say you shouldn't eat deer that look unhealthy or sick.
Coming up in sports, a huge blow to the Milwaukee Brewers lineup. Kelly Hinseth is in with the details on Christian Yelich's injury. Next.
The North Face in Columbia Sporty does 60% off. Northwest Outlet Superior.
I'm meteorologist Dave Anderson. Join me for the forecast tonight at 10 on CBS3.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. Presidential Award-winning service. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler. KohlerToyota.com.
Now at Home Sleep Express, get 0 interest financing on any Tempur-Pedic for 6 years. Plus, Home will give you a $300 gift card, free delivery, setup, and a 120-night comfort guarantee. 0 interest financing on Tempur-Pedic for 6 years at Home Sleep Express.
I'm Carrie Harris, owner of Diabetic and Comfort Shoes. We have been in business in the Northland, helping you with your everyday foot problems stemming from diabetes to plantar fasciitis for the past 17 years. Stop in and see the complete line of men's and women's shoes, from SAS to Allegria to Vionic, for those millions of people battling plantar fasciitis. And we still have a great selection of comfortable shoes for diabetics, Medicare and Minnesota healthcare approved. Remember, no foot problem is too big or too small. We'll find the way to your soul.
When you shop at a locally owned business, your money stays in your community.
I love coming down here and I want to support the local businesses. I say, hey, come on, it's entertainment, it's a show. And the construction workers are waving and are offering to help me in any way they can.
As a proud member of the Clean and Safe team, I love downtown Duluth because it is my downtown.
Jump in a ramp, come down to Superior Street. Everybody's here. We'd all be thrilled to see you.
The heart is still beating down here in the Heart District.
It's Truck Month in the Northland, where we take on every tough job, any rough terrain, and no matter what comes our way, we keep on trucking. Yeah, we're tougher up here, and there's only one brand of truck built to keep up. During Truck Month, get 10,000 total savings or lease a 2019 F-150 for just $329 a month. Only at your local Northland Ford dealer.
Coming soon at Big Top Chautauqua in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Shanties and Shipwrecks September 6th, Old Last Night September 7th, Trampled by Turtles September 14th, and Big Top Chautauqua Fest September 21st. Visit bigtop.org for tickets and a full schedule.
If you're looking for the best place to pick up a pizza, might we recommend the place with pizza in the name? Call Pizza Hut now to pick up a large 3-topping pizza for just $7.99. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
This hot rod runs on unleaded, but this mom runs on the new 2 for $4 super snacks from DQ. I can mix and match my 2 favorite snacks for just $4. Like pretzel sticks with zesty queso on a sundae, cheeseburger and a refreshing Coke, or even chicken strips and fries all day, and all for just $4. Buckle up, hunger. That's pure snack power.
DQ. Happy tastes good. Home Sleep Express has gone purple. Now you can test and buy a famous purple mattress at Home Sleep Express. Sleep cooler and more comfortable on the mattress that broke the internet. And get free delivery, setup, plus no interest financing. The famous purple mattress, now at Home Sleep Express.
The Milwaukee Brewers are currently in the fight of their lives right now in order to obtain a wild card playoff spot. Last night, the lineup suffered a major blow as Christian Yelich learned that he would miss the rest of the season. In the first inning, the reigning National League MVP was at the plate facing Marlins starter Eliezer Hernandez, and he fouled a ball right off his right kneecap. Yelich was down and in pain for several minutes before leaving the field, and x-rays later revealed Yelich suffered a fractured kneecap, which will cause him to miss the remainder of the season. He missed some time back in August because of a back issue, but was hitting .330 with 44 home runs, 30 steals, 97 RBI, and had an NL Best 7.7 wins above replacement in 2019. The 27-year-old was one of 2 players in baseball to post a 30 for 30 campaign this year and became just the 10th player in MLB history to go 40 and 30 this past weekend. Losing Yelich could be a huge blow to the Brewers, who opened up play 2 games behind the Chicago Cubs for the second NL wildcard spot with 19 regular season contests remaining. Trent Grisham entered the game to complete Yelich's at-bat before taking over in right field. And still a game to play tonight. Both the Milwaukee Brewers and the Minnesota Twins in early games tonight. The Twins host the Nationals for Game 2 of the series after a 5-0 victory last night, where the Brewers are back at it in Miami. First pitch was just a little while ago. To hockey, big changes are coming to the overtime procedures for WCHA women's hockey. New this year, the beloved 3-on-3 overtime. If after first overtime is played and the game is still scoreless or tied, then we go to 3-on-3 and then a shootout. The WCHA is the first women's hockey league to implement a 3-on-3. However, it'll only include WCHA conference games. Well, the votes are in, and it's Nephesia Collier by a nose. The Lynx forward notched another accolade in her career as she was named 2019 AP Rookie of the Year this morning. In her first WNBA season with the Minnesota Lynx, Collier has averaged 13.3 points, 6.6 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 1.9 steals, a block, and she shot 49% from the field and 36.1% from 3, and also was a pivotal role in getting her team to the playoffs. Now, at this point, it is win or go home for the Minnesota Lynx as they embark on their 9th straight playoff appearance. The team is on the West Coast in a late one as they face the Seattle Storm in the conference semifinals. That's going to do it for sports for now. Tony and Kristen, I'm going to send it back to you at the desk.
All right, thanks, Kelly. And coming up tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, nearly 14,000 women will die from ovarian cancer this year. Now, new research finds women who use IUDs for birth control may be lowering their ovarian cancer risk. Researchers analyzed studies of thousands of women from several countries, including the United States. We'll have more on what they found tonight at 10.
Students from both sides of the bridge helped clean up our coastline today. It was part of the Twin Ports watershed cleanup events during the month of September. Students from Many Rivers Montessori School and Lake Superior Elementary lent a hand out on Rice's Point in Duluth today. Organizers hope it will inspire others to keep our coastlines clean. Duluth Mayor Emily Larson and Superior Mayor Jim Payne also took part.
A little windy out there today, but still, they stuck it out
Very
and
brave
braved
to do it.
Yeah. When we were walking into work today, I said, "Boy, Dave, it's pretty windy," and you said, "Kristen, I told you it was going to be windy."
If I had tied a string, you could have flown you like a kite, you skinny thing. I'm a good anchor. I keep everything down to the ground. And rain may keep coming down to the ground here at least through Friday. So tonight, if you're only getting showers right now, it should become more substantial for Thursday. 100% chance. Maybe another soaker with an inch or so of rain. Friday, still a 60% follow-up for rain. And a finale, hopefully, after the 50s for Thursday, Friday, Saturday and the weekend turn sunny and 70s.
Well, we were looking forward to that. All right, thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.